Hello! What's up, everybody? Thank you to those who have joined us already. You got my messages that I quickly put out the last couple days, so that's good. You're still there. That's awesome, guys. Thank you so much for joining us.
What time is it? Is it early?
It's 4 o'clock.
Our time.
Yeah, 4 o'clock our time. It's like 9 in UK.
People are here already?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool.
About 50 of you guys, so thanks for joining us. So we just wanted to call a little get together with all our Cyco fam because we miss ya, and it's been a few months since we've done this.
Oh my God, it's been forever since we've done this.
Yeah,
feels like. How's everybody doing out there?
How's Jenny?
How's everybody doing in this?
Steven, Michelle,
in
Nick.
This crazy world right now? Is everybody just functioning normally, or how's everybody dealing?
Yeah, how's everybody doing? It still feels in the entertainment industry, at least in our world, that things aren't quite getting back to normal as fast as we had hoped, but we're still working over here behind the scenes a little bit more. Some things have definitely changed. We haven't talked to you since we had the tour postponement with Wednesday 13. We
went through our own misery on that one.
Yeah. Whenever a tour cancels, it's never good for a band. I will just say that. It's never a real good situation, but there's
somebody can't see a feed.
Oh.
How come we can't see the feed?
Can everyone else see us?
Can everybody else see us?
Hopefully. But yeah, whenever a tour cancels, it's never fun, obviously, because you have to kind of regroup your plans, and it kind of just gives you that milestone that you're kind of looking forward to is no longer there anymore. So you're kind of looking for the next thing, even though, we're hoping that everything works out flawlessly in the future to make it happen. But it's still kind of that wait and see kind of situation for us. So
it's been fucking boring. Oh, man. No, it's not. We've got lots. We were still doing shit. Skye's been working on a music video like
crazy.
Yeah, like 24/7 right now. So
yeah, so the exciting things is we've got on October 8th, we are doing our
come back to NZ. We got people in NZ, aren't they like asleep right now?
I love how you interrupt me in my drum roll.
Go your drum roll, go.
Drum roll, please. We're doing a deluxe release of our album, Initiation. It is going to be a digital only release with all 4 of these bonus tracks, which also means that all of you guys that have been waiting patiently for the Collect 'Em All bundle, all of the tracks will be sent to you guys who've ordered the Collect 'Em All bundle way back in our pre-order. I explained this a little bit to those who were paying attention, but basically it's just kind of like how the rollout had to happen with the label. So it took a little bit more time until we're able to share all 4 of the bonus tracks with you, but that will happen on October 8th. So if you guys haven't heard the ones that were on our Die Hard vinyl, those will be included along with 1 more exclusive song so that you guys no one has heard yet. So that will be exciting for you guys. So I am working right now on a new music video.
I feel that you gave me the short seat and I'm feeling weird right now.
Okay, hold on. I can put
I'm
my
tripping out. Like I'm just
lower.
Like I'm not that.
Oh, there we go. See, now it's just about posture.
Don't you feel like we're little?
Cool. So I'm glad you guys appreciate that. So finally all 4 bonus tracks for Initiation, a deluxe digital version, and we'll have a new music video out as well. So that will be really exciting. And Matt, are you reading comments? Is that why you're doing this?
I'm trying to tell you there's people asking questions. You're like going off, which is cool, but I'm just reading. Like somebody says, will the new album be on Spotify? I mean,
yeah,
it's been there for a bunch of months. So
but yes, the
deluxe version should be there too. Yeah, we'll have it there, for sure.
So so we're excited about that.
Have you heard of the band Warning? I know the Warning. I know there's 2. Actually, I think there's 2 The Warnings. Just 2 different bands. I know Warning or The Warning, which was like 10 years ago in Canada, like a hardcore band, which might still exist. But then I think there's this new band, The Warning, that maybe who you're talking about, or I don't know. Either way,
yeah,
I've heard of one. It's not the first time I've heard the band name.
Yeah. So that'll be exciting. I'm excited to finally get all the songs that we kind of intended for this record out to all you guys. And yes, I've been working super hard on a new music video. So it's a little behind the scenes type of stuff, but yeah, I'm excited for it.
Right. And like everybody was also asking about, we got a lot. So we were pretty bummed when the tour got canceled. Well, postponed. And it wasn't it wasn't our decision, but we were kind of with it still when it happened. But Wednesday 13 decided it wasn't. I mean, when it comes down to it, kind of think about this, right? If we all get ourselves on a plane and we fly in and we invest in this tour and one person gets sick in the tour, everybody gets screwed for these 2 weeks kind of quarantining. So there was a lot of issues that came up with that. So it got postponed. It sucked. We went into withdrawal even more
of live shows.
It really kind of sucks. So we were kind of down. I kind of feel like I feel sorry. I want to apologize to the closest family and psychos out there that usually stick with us. Like we didn't get online and we're like, oh, let's talk about this or anything. We kind of just been bummed about it a bit, but we were like, hey, on goes. This is how it goes. So we're kind of figuring that out. I guess the question comes down to, should we wait? Because we keep talking about it now, is like, do we wait until Wednesday wants to do this thing, or do we just start working out our own maybe headline tour starting in 2022? So that's a question we can pose to you guys. You guys maybe want to see that in 2022, just a headline tour, or I don't know. It's a question. Or did you want to see the whole tour, the whole combo of the 3 bands together?
Yeah. So I think it's a lot more of a nuanced thing than just like the band just making the decision. I think it's like there's so many levels of
there's too much
promoters and management and different band members and a lot of people have different things.
If we lived in your country,
yes, it would be a lot easier.
Yeah.
Traveling, especially when they change, like for instance, in certain parts of Canada, they're going into a 4th wave now. Some places are taking it seriously.
We just saw our friends, a couple different bands that we know that are good friends of ours that have gotten sick with COVID and had to cancel shows. I mean, it really costs a lot of money when you have a crew.
Well, that's the thing is I think that beyond just the ramifications of not wanting to get people sick, there's the ramifications of if something does happen, you have a lot of money riding on a tour happening. And when things get canceled, it really screws up plans and financially can be horrible for bands, especially when you buy flights, when you buy merch.
Let me ask you a question. Think about this, guys, okay? So we drop like 15, 20,000 X somewhat dollars into a tour when we first started tour, between the merch, renting this, that, the other. You get to the tour. Put yourselves in our shoes. You get to the tour. And you're like, we're going to do X amount of shows that are going to pay all that back. And we're really excited to go and do this. But like, if we get there, what would you guys do? Say if you get there, because I know regulations are really weird with different towns, but say you got there and you're on tour and one of your band members got COVID. So then are you all going to take 14 days off together? And how do you pay that all off? Like, here's a question I'm asking you. Or do you hide it and go on stage and play?
Which I'm sure is happening.
Which I mean, hey, man, to each his own. You take the vaccine, you don't. This is why we have drummer issues. It's like, we're not, everybody to each his own. But should we be playing? Should we be touring right now? Do you guys think we should be touring right now?
Yeah.
Do you guys think it's smart of us to tour right now?
Yeah, we're curious. So yeah,
I'm curious of what. I know it's easy to just be like, yeah, go and do it, but try to put yourself in our shoes, because the amount of money you have to invest into the tour. Like our friends Nonpoint's already, they've actually talked about it online, so I'm not hiding. There's nothing. Nonpoint unfortunately had to cancel and reschedule shows because a couple of the band members got sick in America. They're like, what, that's costing them cash. They have a GoFundMe. If anybody wants to help support Nonpoint, please do. But do you guys think that that's right? Or you guys are cool with just waiting on us? Or are you guys getting sick of the fact that we haven't done much lately? What are you guys thinking?
Yeah.
Tour in U.S. venues require vax, so it's all good. It would be awesome if you all tour with Poppy and maybe. Oh yeah, we like both artists, obviously. And like, well, I'm not trying to turn this into a political. I don't want to see anybody getting angry or stupid. Like, we don't want to turn this into who's right or wrong with that. I just, you know what I mean? You know what I mean, right? I don't want to get you all grumpy with me.
It's all good. I just, we want to be safe for everyone. And I think it's still difficult, to be.
I think if you're vaccinated, tour.
Yeah.
If not, then get shot, then tour. Safety first.
I think it's a lot of like to me, a combination of the logistics of what happens if the worst case scenario happens on the road, like if somebody gets sick or you have to quarantine and whatnot. So that's to me where the problem there lies.
And it's
not really a proper protocol.
It's driving me crazy though. I'm seeing fucking shows go, right? Like we're not stupid. I'm like, fuck, look at this go on, like that go on, like, but I'm seeing them also cancel them and problems with it all, and people. So there's backlash is just as much, and I get we have to survive. It's been frustrating,
Yeah. And I think
that's why we were like, we got to come online, have a drink,
got to get our frustrations out with you guys,
and talk to people. And,
because we do miss you, and it's gonna be like, I think forever more going into the future. It's going to be a different thing.
Okay, excuse me, Skye. So The Warning is Three Sisters from Mexico. So that's the band I thought you guys were talking about. Who I've heard about, and they're recent. But if you did, I think there's a band out of Oshawa, Ontario, about 10 years ago called either The Warning or Warning, and why I could be getting confused, which was a hardcore band produced by the same guy that produced all the Sum 41 stuff. What's that guy? Greg Norrie. And it was a really good band, actually, if you check those guys out as well. But I know Warning. Now I get it.
Yeah.
It's cool act.
Yeah.
Spirit Box from Canada. They play. We know who they are. Come on now. They're Canadians. How do we not know who they are? We follow what's going on. Yeah. They messaged us. We messaged them before. They're cool peeps. They got the new record just dropped yesterday or the day before.
Yeah, Friday.
Yeah. Very good for them. Check that band out. I mean, it's hard not to miss them right now. They're getting some good exposure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you guys are really pushing The Warning. I hear you guys. I hear you. Feel like one of their fan club members or something.
I don't mind. I'm just saying might as well answer some questions. Yeah, I'm not going to keep answering the questions about it. You can keep asking about them, but that's it for me. I'm not.
Yeah.
Would you like to come to Puerto Rico? Of course we would.
Yeah, of course you would. Do you guys have any questions for us? I know we said we were going to touch base, like not only of my crazy awesome announcement about the deluxe version coming out, but
which will have how many songs?
So it'll have the 4 extra bonus tracks on top of the 10 songs on the record. And so that'll be digital. And then I've got a few little merch ideas planned. So maybe do some like clearing out of our merch store. Like the shirts that
you haven't still put up yet.
Yeah, I've got some more shirts that I got made. And I think I'm going to put up a bunch of kind of memorabilia now that the Initiation deluxe version is coming out. That's all kind of themed around Initiation. So I think maybe some baseball jerseys are finally going to go up, and Matt's trying to find our new girls tanks with the Not Sorry Sorority logo on it.
Skye got these made, but we've been pretty busy and trying to make this music video right now, so we haven't posted anything about it. We got these cool tanks made.
Yeah, they're like got the lower kind of
you can take it
open arms, so they're not as tight. And yeah, I've been wearing this all the time to the gym, so I really love it.
But we've
been busy, and the video, I think I've done more outfits for this upcoming music video than I've ever done before.
It's a lot of digital work. Skye's just been sitting in front of a computer for hours and hours. I mean, it always ends up like that. But
Steven, that interview unfortunately got postponed until a couple weekends from now. So
what interview are you talking about?
There was one with a young lady from Mexico that I was gonna do, but that'll be on later. So
Matt, is there a caller on? Yes. On the Dean is exactly it. Well, I don't know if it's caller or caller. Either way, it's what it is. What a cool bridge pickup. It's awesome. It's not bridge pickup, but whatever you want to call it. Tremolo. It works really awesome. It's cool.
Frankie, are there any chance of a physical version of it in the future? This is a question that will need to be done with Napalm, because they're the ones that are kind of more in charge of the kind of whether or not certain releases happen at different times, right? They're a little bit more in charge of the schedule. So, I mean, it's something I could ask them, but right now it's just like a digital only release. Which song is the next video? So that song is going to be this unreleased song. It's the 4th bonus track off of Initiation, and
we had to pivot. We pivoted.
We might
as well be honest about this shit, right? We pivoted, right? We had this idea.
Sean, it's October 8th.
Sorry, what happened?
I just said it's October 8th, the deluxe coming out.
But we were gonna do another video first.
Yeah.
We're jumping, but we, just depending on everything that's been going on, we were planning on being in another country during or getting close to this release. So a lot of things changed. So we decided to try and pivot so that it's a little more exciting for everyone. If you've heard because anybody that's listened to the record, we all know the song. So we pivoted. You're going to check. There's going to be something exciting about this. I don't want to tell you what we're doing next. We just have another video coming on. What is it? October
8th. Yes.
So yeah, we're not going to say anything more than just October 8th, the new video, but it'll be exciting for you guys. It's something that'll excite you guys. It won't be like, oh, cool. Like I was expecting this. Trust me. It won't be like you're expecting this.
Yeah. But it is crazy because I didn't realize, with us doing Run with Giants and Love You Wrong before getting on board with Napalm, then we did another 4 videos, which puts us up to 6. Yeah. So there is still a lot of music videos that we've done for this record. And I think, with the fact that we still feel like
2 days after her birthday,
it will be until 2022 that we'll be touring. It means that we might have more time at the end of this year to work on some new material. I know it's kind of crazy to do another, start working on material before we even toured this record, but that's, that's the pandemic.
They have an enamel pin. I'd love to see a tear knot pin and some hard enamel pins. Do we have?
Yeah, we have a hard enamel pin.
I don't know if we have. We even have a tear knot one.
Not right now. We did. It was a release. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
If you send us $1,000, I'll make a run of you.
Yeah. David was supposed to see us for my birthday, that one show that got canceled.
Sorry.
Sorry about that. That was that. Remember that day that you guys got me all those cupcakes in the van and stuff, and my girlfriend sent me all those balloons to the venue, and then we never went there because the show got canceled.
Oh.
Oh, well, it's a thought that
this is the way the world works. You can't, things happen.
Yeah. Eloise, I know Halloween would have been fun, but
Cody would say San Francisco.
I think we're in the mindset now where we're kind of like, we've finally gotten over it, over the fact that we won't be able to see your cute faces in October.
Keep talking about, okay, the other question is, and is do we try to do a live performance online still, since we haven't put a tour out yet?
Mm-hmm.
Because we're not touring before 2022. We've decided that. It's just, there's too much ups and downs. There's too many bumps. And what we've decided, I guess it's like, you might as well talk about this, right? Mm-hmm. We decided that because of this ups and downs, and it's been ugly, that we took a long time getting the last record ready. We went through, 20, 30
songs,
demos, songs, working out a bunch of things. And we really had a good time doing that, but we've kind of on the fence of doing it that way again. We really want to just attack it. So I think for the next 3 or 4 months, you and I are going to try and write another record, as quick as we can.
Just write some more songs.
I think pick those it will help us feel more
creative than just waiting until a tour comes,
So what my plan, Skye doesn't want to commit as much as I will. I plan on having us another record ready for Napalm, because we have to hand it to Napalm and ask them if they want to release it or not. I don't know for sure.
Now they're going to hold it to you. Now you're letting everyone know your cards.
No, I don't fucking care about that. Fuck, please, cards. If they have a contract that says it, yes, that's the way it goes. But either way, I'd like to think that we'll have a new record ready in 6 months at the most, ready to go. And I'm doing that. I'm saying that because you
switched your topic from online concert to.
I'm moving everywhere right now. I'm throwing out all these kind of things. I'm asking people. I'm trying to jazz people up. I'm trying to get people involved. I want to read through this stuff because we're not reading through and answering people. So I'm talking about these plans of what we got to do. You're seeing people ask about the drummer too. What's going on with drummer? We know the drummer's got some issues. He doesn't want to get vaccinated, and he's got a different plan than us. And we love him. We love him like crazy, but it's not going to work out right now. It just is what it is. So why can't we just talk with them? We love them.
Oh, totally. I just feel like you went onto 3 different topics, and I feel like it's hard to follow where your brain is going. So, okay. Talking about writing is great. Talking about potentially a live concert if you guys think that's really cool, but it brings us back.
I hate the idea. I hate the idea of the live concert. I fucking hate it. I fucking hate wanting to play on fucking internet in front of a camera. I fucking hate it.
I know.
I fucking hate it.
It's because you don't get to have the crowd experience. For you guys, you get to watch it. It's the same kind of thing. But for us, when we don't have you guys there, it's definitely not as much fun.
Tros won't get vaccinated. No, not right now. He won't.
So
if you're asking the question.
Talking about Tros, there is, I just wanted to disclaimer that there is no bad blood.
Yeah, we're all best friends.
Yeah, that we, we had a talk earlier on in the pandemic about, if we are potentially getting out there and still touring, that having our vaccinations is important to keep everyone safe. And that's just something that he doesn't agree with. But he completely loves you guys. And I actually saved.
Trozy left. Saying didn't Trozy leave? No, Trozy left. Well, basically, we had a rehearsal. We asked Trozy if he wanted to come on tour with us. That he unfortunately have to be vaccinated, and there was about 2 weeks of distance. And then he called us and said he wasn't going to get vaccinated, and he has a different plan with where he wants to go with his life. And we completely understand. We love him, the best to do with him, and he just went. I've got a different plan in life, and he just said, I had a blast with you guys, and I wanted to pressure him because I was like, dude, you put so much love into this. Are you sure you want to go? This isn't like we just hired you. You've been with us, like working your butt off to get to this stage. But remember in pandemic, guys, he had like how many months?
Yeah, it was 12, a lot of months.
And we had 12 months. We didn't rehearse. We didn't even sit in a room together.
A lot of people, I think they said like a statistic, like 40% of people through this pandemic have kind of changed their idea of what they see for their lives and like have made a pivot in their life. So I just wanted to say from Trozy's words, he sent us a statement just so you guys can like, I'm sure you can talk to him too, but he says, fellow psychos, I am sorry to inform you, but I've decided to step down from my role within the band. Some unforeseen events in 2020 and 2021 have changed my goals and views, and unfortunately Sumo Cyco doesn't fit into the plan. I'll always look back at my time in Sumo Cyco as some of the best times I've ever had and will ever have. I love the Sumo crew and wish them all the success in their newfound chapter in life. To everyone that helped me around the world playing music, thank you with all my heart. So that's from Tros. So
we took him out to dinner. I was like, dude, you sure you don't want to go out to dinner and talk about this? Like, you are making a decision that's pretty wild, like, compared to, anyways, we went out, had a blast with him. We loved him. We social distanced, did whatever we had to do, but he's in a different world, and we were kind of okay with it. We're like, I don't want to condemn anybody for their choices. We've had 2 rehearsals with a new drummer already. He was the guy that did a guy named Joey Muha, who's played with us before. He filled in and worked with us for Undefeated.
Yeah, if you guys see that music video, Joey's playing in that video. And he filled in for us like super last minute on that video. Super awesome drummer and professional guy. So
I also put it out to Trozy that if he decided to get vaxxed or if he wanted to come, like, we really care about that kid. I felt terrible that he was like, because people make weird decisions. Like, life is changing for everybody, and I understand.
It's been a tough time for everyone, and I think we understand what that's like, is having questions in your mind about, okay, where's life going?
And so I was like, hey, are you playing with another band? He's like, nope, I'm not into touring. I don't, this vaccinate, the rules, the regulations, he's not into, whatever the concept. He's found right now, he's really happy. So, but we've talked to him and said, hey man, we love you, and we also know you put a bunch of years into this, and we had a blast. There was no fighting. I don't know if anybody thinks there's fighting. That was never the case. And so we love him. So if he was like, call me and go, hey man, I need to rethink things. Like, I still love him. I was like, oh man, you can recall me, but we also have to move forward. We understood what he was going through. Oscar, myself, Skye, we got vaccinated right away. We're ready to go. We want to hit the road, and we want to play, and we want to see people. And that's you guys are our family, and it means a lot to us. So Joey Muha, who lives really close to us, which is really lucky of us. He's about 30 or 40 minutes from us. He's been filling in right now, and he sounds awesome. And so, I think we rehearse a week from tomorrow.
But as you guys know, it's not the first time that Sumo Cyco's had lineup changes. This is something that, it happens. It happens in a lot of bands, and, we're still on the track to keep kicking ass and keep moving forward. And so sometimes different people come into your life at different times and help you out, and then it transitions out.
I got both my shots. I still wear masks. Yeah, we still wear masks. We're still doing our thing too. We understand.
Yeah. So yeah, Stephen, quite a few drummers. You know what happens. So
it happens to the drummers the most, unfortunately. It sucks for the drummers. And it happens to the drummers because the drummers unfortunately aren't involved in the songwriting as much a lot of times. They're the ones that they carry the whole weight of the band when you go live. But like Trozzy doesn't sit in on the songwriting. It's literally just Skye and I sit in on the songwriting. We kind of create all this. So there's a lot more invested for us than somebody that's like sitting. Skye and I, when we released the record, we talked about this. We released the record and we're messaging Trozzy and Oscar, telling them all the press we're getting because they're just not paying attention. Like they're in a different place. And, and Skye and I are kind of the basis of trying to make sure that the inner cogs are always turning, and we love those guys. And that's, they're family to us. So, just like Ken before Oscar, he's still family. Like, no, we've never really had any ugly family members. So I'm sure I can always call Troz if he ever wants to be in a music video or something. But right now he doesn't want to travel. He's definitely not into the traveling. Doesn't have the travel bug when I tried to talk him into it last time.
Yeah. And Oscar is good.
Oscar's good. He's bored.
Yeah, he's ready. He's like,
depressed.
Whenever you guys are ready, come out with us.
Yeah.
I think he's in the same spot as us, where we're just like, anxious to get busy again, the same way we were. I mean, we try to keep ourselves busy, but it never feels the same when you're staying in the same spot for a long time.
Totally.
So, yeah. But yeah, I think that, we really didn't want to turn it into like some drama or scandal because it isn't. It's just, people living their lives going separate ways, and we have all the love and support. And,
no, Oscar's still with us. He's still hanging out. Oscar went and tried to hang out. Oscar went and courted Trozzy as well and had breakfast with Trozzy and was like, "Are you really thinking this through?" Remember that?
Yeah.
No, Oscar was like, we love doing our thing. We were just like, Oscar, like we literally had a rehearsal with the guy. We were like, hey man, this tour just got offered. We're going to go into UK. So it's your guys' fault. Anybody in UK, it's your fault that Trozzy just had to make a decision in the band. So it's your guys' fault.
It's not. Yeah.
No, seriously, think about it. If we hadn't had that tour offer and we hadn't said, let's do it, we wouldn't have had to tell Trozzy, we got to make the decision to get vaccinated, or we wouldn't have got in. He wouldn't have given us that email. That's the truth. That's the truth, Troz. If you see this, Troz, that's the fucking truth.
It puts the pressure on everyone when you have things that need to keep happening. And it's like, it made, I think, a moment where decisions were made, and that's all. And, we totally respect him and thank him for all the awesome years
he's
touring.
Awesome.
Like,
hopefully
so
we'll see him again. He's really into cars right now. He's going to be building cars for a while, I think. That's what his plan is.
Yeah.
90s cars, which is weird because I think they're really cheesy looking, but I love the guy anyways. What do we got?
Yeah. So anyway, that was, pretty much to keep you guys updated. So the next video you'll see will be Joey on drums playing with us in the next vid.
Yeah. Joey sat in for the video. Joey knows the song that you guys don't know. We don't even know what we're talking about right now, but yeah, if you guys have ever seen the Undefeated video, we met him a couple days before that. He was a nice guy, sat in. He really can play well. And yeah, he's been hanging out for the past couple months, and he's really solid, actually. He's a really solid drummer. He comes together real fast for us. So I was thinking next week when we go, I kept telling Skye, I don't know if Skye will say yes or no, because like last Monday? Last Monday we rehearsed for the second time with the new drummer, getting this kind of filling in, going, hey, like this is the guy going to be filling in on our tours for us, and he's great. And I said to Skye, why don't we just go live and just show us jamming? And Skye's like, we can't do this without explaining this. I want to explain this. And I was like, I completely understand that, but like maybe next Monday we could do like a half song and show people, that we actually still play our instruments. No, I don't know.
Yeah, sure. If you want to hear some crappy audio through our computer screen, I'm sure it'll blow the speakers.
I just was excited about the fact that we were jamming in a room together.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good. Compression's
trying
pretty
to get
good
this girl excited sometimes. It's just impossible.
Somebody was asking about your tattooing and how it's going, and I have something to show y'all. Maddie actually did a tattoo on me.
Wait a second.
He did this spade on me. Right there. I was encouraging him to do it, and he was like, "No, I need more practice, not on you. I'll practice on anyone except you." And then I convinced him.
There was a pressure. It was a pressure day. I got pressured. I'm doing okay. I'm doing tattooing a lot lately, like still. And I was like, at first my tattoo stuff still sucked, but then I started getting better. Like I started building more. So I'm still like building out.
Practice area.
This is my practice area. So I'm like building it out. So this one sucked at first, but then I redid it, so it's starting to get tighter. These two still suck. I got to redo these. Then I put like some cool purple lightning through this. This stuff's kind of tight. This one is pretty tight. This rocket ship looks like a dong. But and this line right here is what's called a blowout. This was the first line of the tattoo. I fucked up, so I realized I did this frog. I don't know if you guys seen the frog before. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm learning. I've been doing stuff. Yeah. I'm still creating.
He's still like just doing like friends and volunteers.
I did some. I did my friend recently. Brother. I did his arm recently. His daughter's name on his arm, and I did my brother recently. And I have my other buddy. He said he's going to do some stuff on his soul. So I am doing it, but it's like not my first priority. But I mean, it should be in a world where I'm not touring right now. I feel like I might as well go get a job and do something like that. I feel like sometimes, but
you're correct, Stephen. Brand new single October 8th. And so, so we're excited to kind of go out with that launch. So I want you guys to be ready to hype it up. And I'm really excited because I put in so many hours already on this video. I'm really excited about. So that'll be, but we're.
How long do you think you're going to edit it until you're allowed to give it to, say we have to give it to Napalm?
Well, last time, the last few videos were like the day before. So I'm hoping it doesn't come to that. I hope I can give it to them at least like a week and a half before. That's my goal. But art is art. You just gotta.
I wish I could bring my stuff, Ian. I would totally. Ian's like, bring your kit. I'll be an open canvas. Believe me, if I could open it up where I could bring all my stuff, that's my plan eventually. I feel like with all this mask world, it would probably be like if I was walking through a airport with my tattoo stuff, they'd be like, this is probably not the best thing to be doing right now. I don't know.
So I'm just curious if you guys, how many of you out there have heard the 2 bonus tracks that were on the Die Hard vinyl edition? How many of you out there got it? Because there's only 300 copies sent out, and it included We Are the Nation and New Jive. And so those 2 tracks will be included with Awakened on the new digital release, plus one more that will be coming out October 8th. So yeah, I'm just curious how many of you guys have heard it, or if you haven't heard it, because then it's even more of a surprise, which will be great for those of you out there.
Shiprocked. Oh man, I'd love to play Shiprocked. I mean, I don't even know if I want to play it. I just want to go to Shiprocked. I think
the one thing, if any of you guys have these types of concerts that you want us to be a part of, it's better to
message them
than us, because we want to be part of all of it. We'll knock down all the doors, but they have to be like the ones that like want us part of it. So if you have any of those ideas, hit up those like Shiprocked message boards or the band's Facebook pages, or their agent's page, and let them know you want to have Sumo Cyco as part of it, because we are down with that.
Are you a fan of Deftones? Absolutely. Especially the first 2 records. I mean, all of it's good, but the first 2 records is where I came from when it comes to some of the rhythms and guitar playing.
Cool. Oh, Daniel, on the Fisher Price record player, I didn't even know that could play our records. Is a Fisher Price record player.
Like the original, or like some kind of
Okay, Jesse wants to know what the name of the new song is, or is it a surprise?
No, we're not releasing anything besides from that. I think we already. I didn't even. We've already ruined it by saying it was a new song. I just said you won't know. You weren't expecting us to go this way. That's what I said. You already said new song. I mean, we want to just keep saying more stuff. I don't know. I think let's just leave it at that. We got a new video, and now it's a new song.
Yeah, it's
coming out October 8th.
Yeah,
and it'll be just it'll be an extra something to like. The more we again, we wanted to we pivoted. We just went. We're going to release the deluxe thing anyways. Let's just make a video for this song instead, and see if we can't jazz you guys still, because it really from our point of view, it's really the worst thing in the world to drop a record and not be able to tour it. It is just frustrating as fuck from my point of view, for all the amount of hours and work, 2 years pretty much of planning, getting everything coordinated to get it all right, and then not being able to run it properly is just it's really mind-boggling, you know.
Bottling.
It's not something you really want to happen. So that's why, as much as you're like, oh, Matt, you're jumping around, I just want you guys to know that it isn't going to be 3 years. I don't really give a fuck what labels say or management says anything. Like, I really need to run this ship tight these days. And like, especially about tours, if we're going or not, I want in the next 6 months, I want to release another recording for you guys. Like, I really do. It's gonna be tight, but I'm on it.
He's on it.
I've already got 3 songs.
Well, Ian said he wants to hear The Ledge.
I've almost got 2 or 3 songs pinned. How do you even know about that?
We played them a preview of it one time. Yeah.
See, like some of those are like even what I consider B-sides. I don't even know if I'm talking about those right now. I'm talking about like attacking while we're in
new
the moment. I don't like being, let's talk about the song last year. I was like,
to them it's still new. So, I would like to get a lot of that stuff out to you.
Well, then we have tons of stuff. I could just
Will you guys ever return to Nottingham again after the incident? Yes, Harvey. I think they forgot by now. We'll be back.
What incident?
When you were telling security you got in a fight with them because they wouldn't let us sell merch.
I actually told our agent about that. I told our agent, I think the reason that Nottingham's not booking us is because it's always at Rock City, right? Uh-huh. And I lost my mind just as a stupid prima donna act. I gave security trouble. I thought they were being rude, but I could have probably dealt with it better. But I honestly believe we're not getting booked there because of it. Because we did okay numbers that night still. It wasn't like it's a solid show. And we've tried to, how many times have we played since then? Probably 4 years. And we haven't been into Nottingham because of it. That was my bad.
Who knows? Who knows? That's just
Skye's been dealing with me opening my mouth way too much my whole life.
And Frankie says, I know y'all said the deluxe edition will be going automatically to the people who got the Collect 'em All bundle. Will the deluxe edition be on Spotify? Yes. New song, yes. And how do you tattoo yourself? It looks difficult, Matt.
It's not that difficult. That's why I picked like my thigh and my area where I can work. Like if I was to, because like everything's about stretching skin, being able to use both your hands, trying to tattoo with one. So like trying to do an arm or anything that you're not using both your hands, that's dumb. So doing a leg is where you should do it. And it's pretty simple. I mean, I'm doing it upside down. I want the art to be facing a certain way, but besides from doing it upside down, I stencil it and I'm okay with pain. I've got a lot of tattoos. You kind of get used to the feeling. So that was fine. Actually helps me move forward knowing what hurts the most when I'm getting really really deep in my tattoo. And so I use my leg the most. My other leg is completely clear, waiting until I'm at that level of like dropping the tattoo, where I'm like, watch this. And then I'll probably do like a whole online thing of like, I'm doing my whole leg, guys, watch this. It's probably like a year away still though, just as you know.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, you're doing really well. And it's like your side
enough
hustle.
that you had the balls to do it. She pressured me. In fact, I'm in trouble now because I told her I don't want to be equated to this. I don't want to be known for this. Your family's going to bum out to find out that you're getting your significant other.
It's something I've been wanting for a long time. It's like they got to trust my judgment.
Jeez.
We have been having tornado warnings, John. We have been having tornado warnings. We have been having lots of storms out here. It's definitely climate change. Our weather is a lot more unpredictable. Storms are a lot more intense.
John T has friends in Barrie. Who do you know in Barrie,
dude?
Who
do you know in Barrie?
What, do you ever come to Barrie and just hang out?
Yeah.
Is that how it works? That's hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been a lot of like thunderstorms, but we're surviving out here. Could be worse,
Right.
At least we have our little oasis.
It's safe. What is this?
I'll let you tattoo me.
Oh, I'm in. Like I said, eventually I'm going to start bringing the kit there and I'll start booking stuff properly. Yeah, but I'm serious. Like I'm serious the same way I would be about a mix. Like I'm not doing some 5-minute tattoo. Like here's my brain. My brain was like, we do VIPs. I'm into VIPs, but I was like, maybe I should do like cool VIPs where we give somebody some kind of cool art. Maybe Skye draws something cool and I tattoo it on the person while we're all hanging out. But that's like a serious event. I got to commit to that. So I got to get into that place where I'm going to do that. I want it to be a special event.
You're building it up though, definitely.
Yeah, it's never going to happen. Just don't get too excited, So, a lot of times I'll just be drinking beer going, I didn't get there yet.
Yeah, I feel like this online show idea is something that we still maybe want to entertain, but we're kind of like reluctant participants in this because of the fact that we just miss real shows so bad that it feels like we're giving up on the real shows by doing it. But I know it's not that. And I know it would probably be nice for you guys to have something to be able to hear the new songs in their live form as well. So if you guys give us some more votes up for that, I mean, maybe we could be convinced.
Can you do in the future like sew something for the fans, like personal like piece?
Yeah, like
is that what we're talking about?
Well, on live or do like custom designs, because I do a lot of
like. Can somebody go on Spotify and go, "Hey Skye, I want this." So
Spotify,
Shopify, and go blah blah blah. This is what I'm looking for, and you can make
not
that?
Right now, because I feel like being super specific about what you want is going to be really hard for me to find all the materials. Usually, it's like I get a hold of like, oh, I have this, and this jean vest, and I'm gonna like tie dye them and throw them up, kind of thing, because it's sometimes if somebody asks for a specific size, I'm like out there doing like thrift store shopping, like forever trying to find a specific size, and it takes a long time versus, just seeing what I have and just throwing it up on the store. That's why you got to be fast.
Paul saying acoustic live show of the new songs. Without hearing them first.
Without hearing the real electrical version.
I mean, come on.
I don't know.
I mean, I love you, Paul. I mean, I really love you, dude. It's but it's not easy, man. I wanted to act like it's just been perfect, but it's not. Like it's not perfect. It's been a headache, man. This whole thing is a headache, especially when I see other bands moving forward where they're like, yeah, we are, UK is a country that's letting tours happen right now and festivals happen. And we've talked to our agent and they're like, well, what do you want to do? Like, we can't put you in clubs necessarily. Are you going to do this? Do you commit to it? And, everything comes down to like making sure the regulations work. So I don't know. I'm dying to go over there when I see these tours, but it's not easy for us. We're trying, man. We're trying. We want to be on tour. Trust me, Paul.
Yeah, we do. And I think it's one of those things where being in Canada in this situation isn't the best place because we're not overseas in UK and we're not across the border in US. So
do you remember I Want a Real Life? What's that?
I think it's a Barbie Diaries song or something that
something you're referring
to, but it was just called Real Life, the song. Stamped rings. Okay, cool. Elena got that. More for the store.
Like what one? Like the one that was on the one that's on your hand sometimes?
No, I did these like kind of aluminum wrapped stamped rings. I'll do more of those. Yeah, for sure. But who won the Golden Terranat? We had one
Neil
winner.
Wants us just to move to.
And then no one else reported it. But I also know a lot of people keep their vinyl like sealed in plastic as well.
That's what we can keep thinking because we've sold out of the orange ones.
Still have, well, not the orange ones.
The deluxe ones.
The deluxe diehard versions.
We sold out of them, and so did Napalm. So whoever.
There's 3 out there that haven't been reported.
2 are out there that are in packages that somebody hasn't opened.
3.
No, 1 got reported. Oh, there's
4.
Oh,
yeah. There's 4 out there. And if any of you guys have your Napalm Die Hard edition and haven't opened the plastic, I mean, it might just be worth it now because you know that the odds are higher that you probably got a winning one. I mean, that's what I would think.
Maybe. Or if like say somebody's like, I don't really care if I win the girl outfit if it's a dude and he's just like, I like it sealed. Could be that too.
Yeah, who knows?
Or we made a joke too that we got 4 copies of versions that we haven't opened that we keep sealed.
Yeah.
One of them could be in there. It could be us that won. I'll open them just to make sure.
It's still difficult in Germany with regulations. Yeah. I feel like that is kind of, it's like if you live in the country, it's a little easier than if you have to travel to the country and then be out because don't have like a home base to go to.
Do you know how to pronounce something like that when you see that?
No. Like the Russian
It's amazing to see some Russian people messaging us, but because of your text, I can't even pronounce your name. They keep different characters, but we thank you so much for hanging out.
For sure.
There it is again.
Yeah.
I don't know how to read that. It's absolutely intimidating looking though.
Yeah.
Your name is intimidating.
Haven't heard of Larkin Poe.
What's your scary
Glad
movie?
you guys aren't touring the U.S. is pretty in shambles.
Florida's terrible.
Well, we're just following a lot of different tours and noticing like it is unpredictable with a lot of bands with changing regulations and cancellations and stuff. And that's what it can be even harder touring and having a lot of things go on that kind of stop you from able to do your job than necessarily just being like, okay, it's canceled, because sometimes those situations can be a lot of pressure inducing because you're in the middle of the situation and like you have to make the decisions like at that moment. We've been in a few situations like that on the road where a vehicle breaks down or some cancellations happen and you're literally in the moment trying to deal with it with like limited resources because you're in a van in the middle of nowhere. So we feel for the touring community right now. And if there's anything that I can say to encourage you guys to keep supporting your favorite musicians right now.
Ian's here. Hey, Ian.
Yeah. And also supporting, like all the
I would love to tattoo you, Ian. Ian says he'll let me tattoo him.
Aha. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
I really should pack it up and bring it when we go. We've talked about just taking vacation. We were like, what if we just go to England and just hang out and see if everybody wants to hang out with us?
Yeah. The personal messages were mentioned quickly as a comment a couple times on the comments. On our website, we had it available where you could get personalized video messages from us, similar to the site like Cameo, but it was through our website. It was just a programming problem that I had where it wouldn't let with the website. It's just like a technical difficulty where I couldn't get it to work where you could like put in who the message was for and whatnot. But I'm working on that and we'll definitely have that available in the future. And if you really want a personal video message, it's like $20 and you just have to email Sumo Cyco or contact@sumocyco.com and we should be able to figure it out for you. Okay. So if it's like an urgent birthday or event coming soon, then we'll make an exception. But in the future, we'll hopefully have it available on the website. You can just go through there. So
most people just message me personally.
Yeah. But I find it's really hard to keep track of. You can take advantage of my love. When you have, so many inboxes, right? Because every different social media platform has an inbox. We miss tons of messages. And then
everybody knows that, right? Like it's impossible to keep up when for where we are, it's just not that. It doesn't happen. So it's not possible to keep up with that.
Through official channels.
It happens.
Yeah.
We're sorry.
I feel bad. There's this one guy that was asking for a birthday message for his daughter, and I saw the message at the time. It's like, oh, what's her name? And then by the time I got back, her birthday had already passed.
That happens to me too. See, we do this a lot.
Yeah. So.
Hey, okay. Question for Skye. What's your all-time favorite vocal part? From Matt, what's your all-time favorite guitar solo?
Like all from someone else or from myself?
Oh yeah, good question.
Because that makes
I don't really play too many guitar solos myself, so I would assume just you're asking me in general my favorite guitar solo, and that's like really hard for me to say because there's just so many amazing stuff out there, and I don't think about that stuff. I'm not that guitar player that thinks about those things. I guess I'm kind of a geek that way. I love production, I love engineering, I like playing drums and bass and everything, and I don't think about But when I was younger, I loved the rock band Deep Purple. My older brother loved Deep Purple, and there was a guitar player in there. I think his name's Ian Blackmore, and he did some incredible stuff back in the day when I was young that I probably helped influence me. Kirk Hammett from Metallica when I was young. Kirk was amazing. I got Tom Morello I love from
Kat. That's a very cute story, and Danny, that's awesome that you helped Kat out with that. That's awesome.
What happened?
Oh, just a cute story about when she missed one of the tour books on the store and another
hooked her up.
Fan was able to hook her up.
That's why you guys rule, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so sweet. Well, we've got
What are you drinking? I'm drinking Tennant's Authentic Export.
Okay. And I'm just on a lager. Normal White Claw kick here.
Woodhouse Brewing Lager.
Natural lime
double
flavor.
Fisting lagers right now.
Oh, I just sprayed myself with liquid. Could be worse.
No one likes to spray themselves.
Oh wow, Oingo Boingo request. That's obscure, but I'm glad you liked our first cover. But
do you know we already did one though, right?
Yeah, but I doubt we will make 2 Oingo Boingo covers.
Oh, we got you into them. Okay,
yeah.
So you already know.
Okay.
I can't see us doing a second one, and we picked the best one you could possibly do. There's no other Oingo Boingo song better than the one we picked.
Yeah.
And I like Oingo Boingo, but that's the best. I'm going
to ask you guys, because the one thing that we have done in the last few months is we did do another cover song.
Are you going to?
I'm not going to say what it is, but
What if we just play the riff for them?
I'm really curious what you guys will think, and I want to know.
Wait, just let me trust me on this. And telling them, I could easily, and you can still ask them what do you want to think, but I have it because I was mixing it while you were. I could just play the intro riff, and you could see if they understand what the cover is. Because some people will be like, I don't get it. I know there's some people we've already told and they don't get it.
Right.
But you can see if they get it. Okay. Is that stupid of me to?
If you want to.
Just like this is really fun. This will be so much fun. Trust me. Hold on 1 second.
Okay. Oh, guys. Here we go. I'm so curious what you guys will think of this cover. It's a little bit more outside of the box for those of you out there that are like, expect us to pick like a heavy rock song or metal song.
You're already fucking blowing it. What are you doing?
There's so many songs out there. There's no way they're going to guess right off the top with just that.
You just gave away a hint, right?
I gave away a hint. I gave
away. We'll give them a riff that if they can't, I'm sure somebody will be like.
Somebody will figure it out. Okay. Tell me when you're ready.
I'm giving you 1 minute.
Okay.
Make sure I know what I'm talking about. Let's tease everybody for the meantime.
Yeah, if you guys have any other requests for covers, I think you should let me know because I'm still not 100% sure on if we should do this one live. Wait, you have to turn it up way louder than that for them to hear.
Okay, I'm gonna turn it up, and if they can hear it, that's up to them.
Okay. Can you hear that? That's all he's playing, he says. Does anybody
hear it?
Yeah, some people are guessing.
Are they? Can you hear it?
Yeah. They're guessing. We got some. Ian Shaw came in right away. Acid Splash. Some people are like, oh, I just can't remember. Yeah.
You'd have to go back and listen to it more than once.
Yeah.
Oh, no!
Yeah, no, they all got it.
There's some people already starting to say stuff that might be it.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
What do you think if we actually did that? If we finished the cover of that song, what do you guys think? Do you think we should do that? Is that ridiculous or you guys think it's stupid?
See, this is like my childhood.
This was Skye.
Song.
Skye just drove me nuts. She was like, I want to do this song. And I was like, dude, man, why? But she was all over this.
It's like my childhood. And so I have like my own emotions about it, but I'm trying to like think outside of myself because not everyone went through like an entire like Spice like phase that I went through as a child. So
I didn't.
He didn't. So he won't get it, but but then I was like, listen, it has the same, we use those types of Latin beats a lot of the time in Sumo Cyco songs. So I was like, just picture it like that.
That would be great in Jerry's Union Jack dress.
Yeah. And then make it heavy and make it more aggressive. And so that's the idea.
We're thinking about it. We haven't finished yet, but I thought it's starting to sound heavy. So I was like, oh, this is actually starting. Skye's starting to. It's funny how it takes a lot to win each other over sometimes.
Yeah.
And Skye was like, you got to go and just try this for me. We have no idea what we're using it for. If we would. But we were like, I've been playing with it. It's sounding pretty good, actually. I'm not showing you more, though. Let me try to work it out.
Yeah.
And some bop. Love you, Shaw.
Yeah. Yeah. I find like to me, it's definitely more fun when you take a song that isn't necessarily like a heavy rock song and you just amp it up a lot. So that's what's fun to do with this, right?
Yeah. Sometimes I think we're just shooting ourselves in the foot by being as weird as possible. And I'm like,
I find our weirdness
just loves
endearing,
it.
but I also know that it's a lot for people to handle when they're getting to know us. They're like, oh, like how weird are they?
I was like that when I started. I was like, oh, but then it's starting to win me over. Yeah. It's coming together the way you said it would.
Yeah.
I have to pee now and get another beer.
Oh,
you're on your own.
I'm on my own. Okay.
Do you want another drink?
No, I'm good. I have to edit more today. I was telling you.
We got another 10 minutes.
Yeah, another 10 minutes, guys. If you got any last questions for us. Aw, thanks, Kimmy. I appreciate it. Yeah. No, Guy. I don't think he heard it, but oh, that's nice, Frankie. You guys think corn, eh? But like the thing with that is I feel like it's already got its aggression and heaviness. The only difference is it would be like a female vocal kind of styling to it versus Jonathan Davis. So are you doing a live October 9th or October 8th? Well, we haven't decided if we're going to be doing a live for the deluxe, but we probably will. Why not, right? We normally come and see you guys and say hi. So I don't see why we wouldn't do that. And of course, if we get to Halloween without anything else, we'll definitely be doing our own little Halloween get together online. So you guys can keep some time open for that or suggest what you'd like to see, whether that's like last time where we badly dressed up and carved pumpkins, or if we should do something else. We're totally up for suggestions for that. Aw, do October 9th. It's your birthday. Happy early birthday, Elena. Do you guys get chills when you play your guitar? Well, I'm not sure. I can't speak for Matt, but you know, it definitely feels good sometimes when you hit the perfect note at the perfect time. There's the few moments where you give yourself that like vibrational wave that definitely gives you that feeling. I'm definitely missing playing live. Oh, no problem, Phil. I'm glad you're with us. Thanks for being part of it.
Oh my goodness. Now I'm drinking Tuborg. Tuborg.
Sabotage, Steven saying.
Somebody wants us to do Adidas, a cover of Adidas. Oh, is that what you're asking? That'd be seeing Skye say, "Won't you get the fuck out of my face?" That'd be pretty wild, right? Can you do that? "Won't you get the fuck out of my face?"
Yeah.
Sorry.
Blake says, would you be a part of a festival like Download? And we already have been in 2019, so of course we'd love to come back.
Yeah, you got to tell Download that shit.
Yeah.
Remind them, right? Like remind Download that we did one hell of a job that day. There was a lot of people partying with us. Steven, we can't do Sabotage. There's a Canadian band called the Cancer Bats that did that just a couple years ago, and Beastie Boys kind of nailed them for it because they like kind of ripped off their video and they didn't appreciate it. It wasn't good. I'm not covering that shit. You don't touch the Beastie Boys, I think, you know?
Yeah, they got a little backlash for it, but I think it worked in the end because it gave them more
some
publicity
popularity.
And then people listened to it.
It's true, too. I think that we saw them actually get more bigger concerts after it, but still the Beastie Boys dissed them for it big time.
I like when you guys suggest things because this is the only band I know that has the same stores I do. Stores. Abigail, if I'm not understanding your comment, you could try to rephrase so I can understand. Psycho version of This Is Halloween, says Ian.
I know another band that did that. We remember we played with a band that
one of my all-time favorite movies. I feel like I could never.
I bought Skye the vinyl,
either, but that's very similar to covering Oingo Boingo because you'd be covering the same singer.
You guys know that, right?
Mm-hmm. Eskimo Cowboy cover. We were just listening to that.
Like yesterday, I was trying to get my head geared up to like record and do music, and I couldn't because Skye was on like this editing music videos and listening to Eskimo Cowboy all day long. You were just hyped every song.
I think it's hilarious. I just think it's funny, and
I love them. I think they're great.
It just makes me smile listening to it.
Hype is the best one, though.
Yeah.
There's nothing better. That's their best single. Even the new one that's out, I still think Hype is better.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of great songs out there. It's just like funny finding the one that like threads the needle between everything.
Oh my God, John T, you're tripping me out so hardcore right now. He just said, go full Canadian, do an Arrogant Worm song. And like Arrogant Worms is like an obscure, unique Canadian act that not a lot of people would know. But I actually know Andy from the band. I worked for him when I was like 18 years old. I did sound for him when he set up sound. And he's one of the musicians from Arrogant Worms.
Interesting.
So I know the story.
That's very
weird
cool.
connection.
Yeah. But yeah, so I am going to
how about that thing you
refresh quickly now that we're getting to the end here.
What's the thing you do?
The thing I do?
How about covering that thing you do?
I don't know that song.
What's that thing you do, Ian? From what?
That thing you do.
Song of Nightmare on Before Christmas. We got the movie.
So to recap, guys, if any of you guys haven't heard at the beginning, the exciting thing is on October 8th, we're releasing a deluxe digital version of our album Initiation. This is going to include 4 bonus tracks, 2 that were only available on the vinyl, the deluxe vinyl. 1 is Awakened, which if you guys have a physical copy, you've heard. And another one, which no one's heard, that is going to be coming out on all platforms, including Spotify and everywhere you listen to music on October 8th with a new music video. So I'm really excited to release that. And we are going to be doing some merch launches with a few new things that Matt and I were showing you in a couple of
We are going to be trying to figure out what's going on with our Postponed tour. We are going to try by 2022 to have some figured out dates.
Yes, that would be great. And we are...
I don't know if it'll be with
I'm excited about this video, but we also are potentially going to be doing some more live stuff and potentially maybe going live at rehearsal, Matt suggested, or even doing some...
I don't even need to go live too much. I mean...
Maybe for a little bit.
I just thought, hey, why not and show everybody that we're not... You know, that we're still jamming. We got to jam. Yeah. We just invested in a new PA system, too.
So...
We're getting serious again.
We're trying to get
We're finally going like, hey, we're supposed to go on tour. Walk from Pantera.
And somebody also mentioned if that kit
I love that. That guitar is meant for that.
Is Joey's, but it's actually, we traded our kit up for this Vistalite kit that was actually my OG drummer, Stu Fazekas, who played for me when I was doing my pop stuff. It was his kit that we kind of traded in for.
Yes.
So I'm really liking this orange see-through look.
I still owe him money for it. I haven't actually paid him because I haven't seen him, but I told Stu I was going to buy it off him. So
good guy.
I switched out and sold the Gretsch kit. We had Every Time I Die's drummer Legs had his kit here.
We got his kit.
This huge kick drum. I moved it on to somebody that really wanted it. I took this Vistalite kit and we're recording new songs right now with the Vistalite kit. It sounds really good too. Really happy with it. Yeah.
But I'm also working on a couple other things behind the scenes, guys, with a little bit of like new tech kind of stuff.
Thanks,
I know
Michelle.
you guys had mentioned Twitch streams, all that kind of stuff. I'm trying to get something new kind of in the works a little bit. So that's a little side hustle I'm kind of working on.
What are we doing? What are you saying?
Matt's not as into the tech stuff as I am. So I'm working with my brother on a little project.
Oh, right.
And that we'll be letting you guys know in the future soon. And yeah, and I think that right now, because the tour was postponed until next year, that means that we're just going to have to make more online content for you guys.
Song 2 by
potentially, yeah.
That, you know what? That's one of the most, like publishing wise, if we were to cover that song and it actually got some hype, it's a huge publishing song. Like lots of beer commercials and beach commercials, lots of them using that song. Business wise, that's a smart move. So if you see us do it, you'll know that it's because you just told me to. Yeah.
So so there's that, and then I have some actually really amazing photos I did with a photographer, Andrea Hunter, that I have yet to release. So I'm gonna release some limited prints of some new photos that I think are pretty awesome. So I'm gonna do some limited prints probably like next week or something, and we'll do like.
Can you mail Bobblehead your skull logo? I've been telling you we got to mail bobblehead, like the Terranaught head.
Ah.
Bobbleheads. Sorry,
I'll have to look for a supplier.
Keep going with what you
do. There's there's lots of merch ideas right now, guys, but it makes it really hard to invest in a lot of things when there's no like tours coming out, because that's when we actually sell our stuff. So as much as I'd love to have one of everything, you know.
It sells better when we're moving on tour and playing from city to city and meeting a lot of people. That sells better.
Yeah, we've got a bit of inventory sitting in our place, so I'm probably gonna do a big sale soon and get rid of some stuff and have some new items for you guys, so you can keep an eye out for that. And hopefully that'll be all around this launch coming up for this deluxe release, which I'm really excited about, to have some new stuff coming out, some new videos coming out for you guys. It'll be a lot more refreshing to me when I have some more content and things.
Have a Halloween online show. We've talked about it.
We're thinking about that one, guys.
It might be more of a Christmas thing. I keep thinking we need one extra month, because we just started kind of getting into the place of like, I don't know. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, and it would be definitely good to start thinking about that 2022 calendar, because the last one last year did so well. You guys like that, so maybe I'll get this photographer guy over here to take some more photos.
Me, I just click a button.
Yeah. So we'll do that, and then we'll regroup with you guys probably around the release of the deluxe. So I would love to see you guys back on then. In the meantime, hope you guys stay safe. Have fun out there.
Yeah, everybody be safe. I appreciate you guys coming on and hearing us talk, and kind of, especially me, I'm really bad at bantering and I go all over the place. But, there's a lot to talk about. And it's still confusing. I wish it wasn't. And I don't want to lie that we've kind of been in ups and downs. We keep a positive attitude as best we can, but it does get tiring of turning on your social media and always seeing bad news and negative news sometimes. So we're not the best online as we used to be. We're trying to get back into that head. We got the new video coming, deluxe stuff. And I think that next year we're going to have a bunch of new stuff for you. I just got to figure some shit out.
Yeah.
And we love Trozy. And yes, he's left the band, unfortunately. Joey Muha will be accompanying us on the tours. We've already figured that out. So let's not get too worried about that. But please feel free to message Troz. Give him your love, because he really worked his butt off with us for the time he was with us. And we love him too. Mm-hmm. So everybody have a lovely evening.
Yeah. Have a lovely night.
Anything else we have to say?
We miss you guys so much. We are sorry to all our UK fans that won't be seeing us next month. But like I said, we're going to try to make it a fun month with lots of content coming out.
Yeah, and we're going to figure out the whole Postponed thing. It's got to be figured out soon. We're going to get on the phone. Actually, this week I said we're going to get on the phone. We're going to figure out what's our next plans. And we'll get back to you about some stuff. Go out with the Molly crew. I mean, that would be I'll open for Molly crew. Skye would do great open for Molly crew. But listen, guys, have a great night.
Have a great night. We miss you guys. All the love. Talk soon. Bye.
Bye.